let's talk about something that might make your skin crawl, literally. We've all experienced that annoying itch that just won't go away. But what if that itch was a sign of something more? What if tiny, almost invisible creatures were setting up camp on your body? Today, we're diving into the world of lice and mites and the surprisingly serious diseases they can carry. It's not just about a little discomfort. These critters can pack a powerful and sometimes dangerous punch. Let's start with a disease that has shaped history: typhus. You might have heard about it in history class, often linked to wars and crowded, unsanitary conditions. Well, the primary culprit for spreading epidemic typhus is the body louse. These aren't the same as head lice, which are mostly just a nuisance. Body lice thrive in clothing and bedding, and when they bite, they can transmit a bacterium called Rickettsia prowazekii. Here's how it happens. A louse bites an infected person, picking up the bacteria. Then it moves to a new host. When the louse feeds again, it also defecates. The bacteria are in its feces. When the person scratches the itchy bite, they unknowingly rub the infected feces into the wound or other tiny breaks in the skin. The result? Typhus. Symptoms start about 1 to 2 weeks after the bite and can be brutal. We're talking high fever, chills, a severe headache, body aches, and a characteristic rash that starts on the trunk and spreads outwards. In severe cases, typhus can lead to complications like pneumonia, encephalitis, and even organ failure. Historically, it was a major killer. While antibiotics have made it treatable today, it's still a serious concern in areas with poor sanitation and overcrowding, like refugee camps. This really highlights how something as small as a louse can have a massive impact on human health. Now, let's switch from lice to their tiny arachnid cousins, mites. Specifically, the mite Sarcoptes scabiei, which causes a condition I'm sure you've heard of: scabies. Scabies is not an infection, but an infestation. The microscopic female mite burrows into the upper layer of your skin to live and lay its eggs. This burrowing action is what triggers an intense, relentless itching, especially at night. It also causes a pimple-like rash. You might see thin, wavy lines on your skin, which are the burrows themselves. Scabies is highly contagious and spreads through prolonged, direct skin-to-skin contact with an infested person. This is why it can spread quickly in places like nursing homes, childcare centers, and even within families. The good news is, scabies is very treatable with prescription creams or lotions that kill the mites and their eggs. It's as crucial for everyone in close contact with the infested person to get treated at the same time, even if they don't have symptoms, to prevent reinfestation. It's a classic case of what you can't see definitely being able to hurt you. Finally, let's go back to lice and another serious illness they can spread: louse-borne relapsing fever. This one is caused by a type of spiral-shaped bacteria called Borrelia recurrentis. Similar to how typhus is spread, body lice pick up the bacteria when they feed on an infected person. However, the transmission method for relapsing fever is a bit different, and frankly, a bit more gruesome. The bacteria don't come from the louse's feces. Instead, the bacteria multiply inside the louse. For a person to get infected, the louse has to be crushed onto their skin. The bacteria are then released from the louse as body and can enter through a bite wound or a scratch. As the name suggests, the main feature of this disease is a relapsing fever. A person will suddenly develop a high fever, headache, and muscle aches that last for several days. Then, the fever breaks, and they feel better for about a week. But just when they think they're in the clear, the fever comes roaring back. This cycle can repeat several times if left untreated. Each relapse is caused by the bacteria changing their surface proteins to evade the immune system. Like typhus, relapsing fever is treatable with antibiotics, but it remains a threat in regions affected by poverty, war, and displacement. So, from the historical scourge of typhus to the intensely itchy burrows of scabies, and the cycling fevers of relapsing fever, it's clear that these tiny pests are more than just an annoyance. They are vectors for diseases that have caused immense suffering throughout human history and continue to pose a risk today. The key takeaway is the importance of hygiene and public health measures. Simple things like regular bathing and washing clothes and bedding in hot water can go a long way in preventing infestations of body lice and the diseases they carry. For scabies, it's about awareness and quick treatment to stop its spread. It's a powerful reminder that in the world of health, sometimes the smallest things demand our biggest attention. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this information useful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the world of health and science. Stay safe and stay curious.